Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode for notanalog.com. Today I'm looking at this camera, the Toshiba X400. Now this is one of the latest sort of mini camcorders from Toshiba. I've actually reviewed a Camilio camcorder before and kind of liked it. This one is a whole lot different. It actually feels very sturdy, it feels like a really good quality camera, and it's got a lot more features than the other one had as well. Just to give you a quick review around the outside, it is a flip out camera, which you can also obviously flip out as well and turn and rotate. On the front you've got, actually, let's get into the lens as well, 23 times optical zoom and then like an extra 128 times digital zoom, but never liked digital zoom, still don't like it, will not like it. So optical zoom, really good zoom on just the optical. It's got the two stereo microphones at the front, which you'll see. On the side, good little sturdy strap. On the top, a little speaker. The zoom dongle is a little bit knobbly. It's kind of hard to push left and right, but you kind of need that as well because you don't want it to be too flimsy that it's just, you know, zooming in too fast or too slow. So you do have good control of it. You'll also notice the camera button. You can take photos with this. You can take 5 megapixel shots or up to 16 megapixel if it's interpolated, if that's how you pronounce it. But you know, it's not so much a camera, it's a video camera. It does take full 1080p video, I should mention. It also does a really cool slow motion video as well. So yeah, you've got the strap on here. You've also got you've got the big record button for, you know, when you start taking your video, but you've also got a pause button because sometimes you'll be recording and rather than actually hit the record button again to end the recording and start another one, so you end up with multiple video files on your card, you end up with a pause button which you can actually just pause the recording and then continue the recording as well, so that, you know, you don't actually have to end up with two separate files. It keeps it as one. It's kind of a little smart little feature. I kind of like that. You do have a mini HDMI and a USB port in here, just so for charging, transferring files if you wanted to, and the HDMI port's obviously great for just plugging it straight into your TV. On the inside you've got the light buttons, so if I push that twice, there's the light. Not going to be the replacement for your headlights in the car, but it's still nice little feature there. The play button for obviously reviewing your footage, and a power button for turning the camera off with the thing open. A cool little feature as well is it's actually got the ability to plug in an external mic. In this price range and this type of camera, it's rare to find one that you can actually plug in an external mic. So for bloggers and things like that who want to run a boom mic or something like that, you certainly can, which is brilliant. And obviously the 3-inch touchscreen LCD. On the bottom is the typical mount for your tripods and things like that. If I pop this open, the battery and SD card slot. Simple camera, feels pretty sturdy, especially around the price mark that it is at. So the actual software of the camera, the whole touch screen, things like that that's on here, it actually feels the exact same and looks the exact same as the previous Camilio that I have reviewed. Now that was a while ago. That was maybe 18 months ago that I reviewed it, and it doesn't look like they've really updated the software on it either. It's really clunky. It's really ugly when you're going through it and actually pushing buttons. It just feels, it doesn't feel good, and it's not very intuitive either. So that's not something that I really enjoy. But I will say that, to their benefit, you know, it's very plain. It just gives you these icons. You don't know what the icons mean, but when you click on the icon once, then it tells you a description, then you can click it again to select it. It does make it slower to navigate, but you can kind of see what they were trying to do, but they really need to refresh that because it does let down the rest of the camera. Besides that, video quality is not too bad. Again, you have to sort of keep in mind how much this camera costs, and it's, yeah, you know, you can kind of give or take a little bit. It's not the best. You're not going to be making feature films with this, but for someone who likes to just shoot video, like go places, take video, for example, taking video of someone playing Xbox against a little kid in a game store, perfect. For someone who wants to just go to a car show and just take some footage of cars which they're looking at, no problems at all. But when it comes to, something a bit more important, yeah, you maybe don't want to use it. The colors just aren't really there. It just looks really washed out all the time. And using it as a camera in an emergency situation, yes, go ahead and use it as a camera. But again, it's not an expensive camera, and it's just so hard for me to tell you that it's good when it's not really good. It's just good for the price. So it's really good value because it does the job. It does the job, but it could be better. And obviously, if you're willing to spend the money, you can get a better camera. But for the dollars, it's very good. I think I've covered that. Now, besides the actual camera, one thing which really impresses me, and it was also with the previous one as well, Toshiba keeps doing this, the accessories. It comes with so many accessories. So obviously, so many times I get a camera to review, and in the box is a camera. And that's it. This one I get the camera, I've got a lanyard, I've got a carry case. So the lanyard is for the carry case, so you can strap it on over your shoulder. It comes with the HDMI cable to plug it into a TV. It comes with a USB cable. It comes with the whole lot. And it even comes with an alternate connection cable to connect it to TVs with the RCA leads. So that sort of things is really impressive because you just don't see that from people anymore. No one gives you anything for free. They always make it an extra accessory and stuff like that. But when I got this, I could just turn it on, use all the accessories and start getting to work. I didn't have to worry about anything. It doesn't come with a tripod. You can't get everything. But they do sell a separate tripod where you can just go and buy whichever one you like. But yeah, it's just the small things, and I think Toshiba's done a really good job in actually including those. A lot of credit to them. They have come a long way since the previous Camellia. I'll give them the credit for that. This is a much better camera than the one I previously looked at. I just want to make sure I covered a lot of things. Oh, the electronic stabilization is very good. When you walk and film, it's not like, you're swinging around. It's quite good. You can also do slow motion. I mentioned that. You can do time lapse as well, which is kind of neat. There's a lot more built into this than you would think or expect. I think that's kind of it. You do need to check it out and kind of see it for yourself. Take a look at the footage that I've also built into this review as well, and replay it and take another look at things. But for the money that you pay, it's very good value. If you can afford to go higher, you will obviously get better results. But in this price bracket, it's one of the best ones I've seen for the price, just for the fact that it actually is a real camera. It's not a little pocket, like those flip cams and things like that. It's a real camera which does some real video making. So check it out. If you have any questions, please let me know as you do. And I'll see you in the next review. Thanks.